Good afternoon, my lovely butterflies. This is the Awakened Butterfly, and I am back with another video. If this is your first time coming across my channel, please stay for the entire video or check out some of my existing content. If you enjoy this type of content, please don't hesitate to subscribe. Welcome and welcome back, everyone. I pray that everyone is having a blessed and amazing afternoon. I pray that everyone is taking care of themselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. I love you guys so much. I really appreciate all the love and support that you show me on this channel. If you haven't already, please make sure that you turn on your post notifications so you can be notified every time I post a video. Butterflies. Today, as you can tell by the title, and I'm pretty sure this has been long overdue. But yes, we are indeed about to have another gang stalking video. I know that you guys have been waiting for me to drop another gang stalking video. And the Most High put this topic on my mind. And it is also related to some things that I have been experiencing within my community, within myself, and also within some things that I have seen on social media. So with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump into this video. And as you can tell by the title, we will be discussing why you are experiencing heavy gang stalking at this time. Now, this video is not for everyone, but for whoever this video resonates with. If you feel that this video resonates with you, please go back and pray to the Most High for further confirmation. Guys, when I received this message for this video, it was probably about a week or so ago. And within that week or so, I began to experience some heavy gang stalking. And I feel like this is not only a revelation, but it's also a message that needs to be shared, because I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of you out there that is experiencing this at this time, especially the chosen ones, and also many of you that have stepped into your calling from the Most High. The Most High gave me a Bible verse before I even began to record. And it is Psalms 37:32. And it says, "The wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay them." And in today's video, I would like to discuss some possible forms of gang stalking tactics that many of you all may be experiencing during these times of spiritual warfare. Many of you may have been delivered by the Most High from the torment of gang stalking, but lately you may have begun to experience it all over again. And there is a reason for that. And today I will not only be explaining to you why you may be experiencing gang stalking again, but I will also be going over some possible forms of gang stalking that you may be experiencing and how to eliminate it. Butterflies, one of the main tactics that are used by gang stalkers today is surveillance. And this is because gang stalkers like to place their victims under surveillance for the sake of blackmail and monitoring. They like to watch you and monitor your every move. This is either hoping to capture you doing something, even the slightest thing that they can hold against you, or they're trying to place you under heavy surveillance because you serve as a threat to them. Your calling and your purpose is attached to their fear of you. And this is why they watch you, so they can try and create new ways to hinder you from your journey. Now, gang stalking is a result of spiritual warfare, and when individuals are hired as gang stalkers by handlers to harass targeted victims, Many are unaware that the harassment tactics they are carrying out are coming from a spiritual place. And this is because while some participate in gang stalking harassment as a result of a personal vendetta against their targets, many just simply do it for a paycheck. And no matter the motive for participating in gang stalking harassment, you have to carry a cold heart in order to put anyone through the type of torture that comes with gang stalking, whether you are doing it as an occupation or not. These things are coming from a spiritual place, so you have to serve as a portal for these demonic spirits to work through in order to carry out that type of torment against someone. And due to the elites aiming to turn our society into a one world movement, the handler, which are usually the elites, are the ones who are aiming to control everything, even the ones they are hiring to harass others. So this means that the gang stalkers themselves are placed under surveillance and heavy indoctrination, such as MK Ultra. So just as many of you as targeted individuals may have experienced electronic harassment, your gang stalkers may have experienced it as well. And this is in order to assure that they do exactly what they are assigned to do. And this is very sad because we do live in a very indoctrinated, robotic-based society where there's two types of people. People who want to be in control and people, well, you have three types. You have people who want to be in control, people who are under control, and people who are set apart, who are trying to pull others out of indoctrination, and they're being heavily persecuted. And this is very sad because they aim to keep these people indoctrinated in order to prevent any chances of them revealing any secret information as well. Many handlers and gang stalkers in your community are also participating in community organizations such as the Freemasons and Neighborhood Watch programs. And I'm pretty sure that many of you are aware that there are some dark things that take place within these organizations. A lot of satanic rituals and also practice of sorcery. Now also, guys, gang stalkers also like to create smear campaigns and plan street theater tactics against you. Not only does gang stalkers like to monitor you in hopes of finding ways to bring chaos into your life, they also like to create false rumors and plan unfortunate events in hopes of ruining your reputation, getting you into trouble, or possibly placing you in harm's way. In this season, so many of you have been accused of things that you haven't said or done. Several of you may also find yourself being placed in some compromising situations lately, such as people coming against you for no reason, aiming to pick a fight with you, or accusing you of something that you have no idea what they're even talking about. You may have also experienced being harassed or falsely accused by law enforcement. Guys, if any of this has happened to you, just know that these tactics are planned in order to get a violent reaction out of you so they can use it as a reason to retaliate against you, trying to harm you or place you in imprisonment. And guys, if any of you are experiencing this, I want you guys to know that in order to eliminate this type of harassment, you must take proper procedure. I want you guys to record any unfortunate events that you may be experiencing at this time. I want you guys to also know your rights. Know that these people are not permitted to get away with the type of harassment that they are inflicting upon your life. Any type of harassment for that matter. Also know that self-defense is nothing that you should feel guilty about. If someone is aiming to inflict harm physical harm into your life or anyone in your family or loved one's life, you have the right to defend yourself in order to protect you, your family, and your loved ones. However, if able, don't feed into their plans against you, meaning that if these type of things are happening to you and you are in your own personal space and these people can't inflict any type of harm upon you, they're just talking, trying to get a reaction out of you, please ignore them, but also record them for future reference, just in case this harassment continues. Now, also, butterflies, a couple of other tactics that the Gangstalker likes to use and is especially using against you guys at this time is mimicking, mocking, and distracting conversations. Now, guys, when you are delivered from indoctrination, you're being set free by God because He loves you and He has also chosen or called you for the purpose of serving others. Whenever you are set apart from others, you are not only able to see the indoctrination, but you will also see things that you once participated in as well. Now, this places you on the other side, meaning that you have stepped out of darkness and you are now into the light, walking with the Most High. He's the truth, life, and salvation. He's taking the veil off of your eyes, and you are now able to see some things that you were once not able to see before. God has delivered you and took you out of it. And anyone who has not been delivered, or anyone that has been hired as a gangstalker to harass you, they will begin to try and deter your faith and your path by making fun of what God has called or chosen you to do. And they will do this by downplaying your position, trying to make you feel bad or guilty about what you're doing because you no longer fit into society. You're no longer a part of the indoctrination. And they try and make you feel left out, and they try and make you feel like you're crazy or something's wrong with you. Now, not only do they do that, they may also try and compete with you by imitating your actions. Although it's not their calling or their chosen mission, because deep down, a lot of these people are competing with you out of jealousy and envy. And the enemy is also using them to do this to you as a way of distracting you. Now, guys, I want you to know that what God has for you is for you, and whatever He has called you or chosen you to do, no one can take that away from you. They may come in as a destiny blocker spiritually, but eventually the Most High will free you from that in order to set you apart from the situation, to show you who's inflicting this harm against you so you can pray against it. Also, guys, gangstalkers will try and distract you with pointless conversations. Now, this also happens when God has instructed you to take care of something very important. It can be pertaining to anything. It can be pertaining to anyone, your family, friends, children, work, study, your ministry, anything, whatever He has called you to do. You may begin to receive random phone calls out of nowhere when you begin to work on these things. And these phone calls can be from family, friends, your job, bill collectors, whoever. The conversations that these people begin to have, they're lingering, and it seems like they are beginning to make up things to talk about in order to keep your attention. They may even begin to gossip about others and slander their name. This is in order to get you to react and to also try and deter your attention away from what you're supposed to be doing. Even complete strangers will come out of nowhere trying to distract you with pointless conversations. Butterflies, these are distraction tactics that gangstalkers like to use in order to hinder you from what you have to do. Since these attacks are spiritual, gangstalkers can also disguise as energy vampires, aiming to drain you of your time and energy. If any of you are experiencing these forms of gangstalking, I want you to know that praying and fasting against these attacks would defeat the demonic forces that are enforcing this gang stalking harassment that you are experiencing. Also, praying for heavy discernment will help you identify the righteous from the counterfeits. Because sometimes the Most High may send people up to you. He may have people call you. And with discernment, you will know if these people are being sent by God or if these people are being sent by the enemy in order to distract you. Also, guys, knowing when and how to respond to the attacks that have been planned against you also is a key role that will help you to defeat this type of harassment. If these are subtle attacks and no one is trying to harm you or in your personal space, as I said earlier, if they're just trying to pick an argument with you or just to get a reaction out of you, please ignore them. But also, for an example, let's say, for instance, someone is trying to make false accusations against you and they're trying to start a confrontation with you. Don't argue with them, because these people are driven by demons, and they are fueled by your response, which is your energy. They're fueled off of you. So if you don't give them any of your time, they can't be fueled to inflict any harm upon you, especially if they're not in your personal space. So in this situation, guys, ignore them. However, still record the event for possible future reference. Evidence is key in these type of situations regarding gang stalking or any other forms of harassment. Butterflies, I want you guys to know your rights so you can legally protect yourselves, your family, and your loved ones. I also want you guys to stay prayed up. Make sure you fast whenever the Holy Spirit leads you to. Also listen to the Holy Spirit, whatever the Most High instructs you to do. Make sure you obey His instructions, and never be afraid to be set apart from anything or anyone, because the Most High pulls you away from people and things for a reason. And also, guys, never fear gang stalking. Just know that the Most High is protecting you through whatever you are going through at this time. And honestly, although gang stalking is unfortunate, take gang stalking as a compliment from God, because the enemy never attacks someone that he already has control over. I love you guys so much. I have more content coming from you guys. I hope that this video serves as confirmation for someone. I hope that it helps someone, inspires someone. Share this video if you don't care. Continue to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. I love you guys so, so much. I appreciate all the support that you show me on this channel, as well as the love. And until the next video, peace and blessings. Mwah.